Okay, this is a video on how I change a ripcord to a steel tip. Okay, you take this fantastic C-tip, and what I do is this diameter will fit in, but the other diameter you have to take it down to 250. So if you don't have a lathe, what I would do is I'd file a flat right here to and then def mic it with a to 71 thousandths, and then I'd bring in the 250 with a caliper. You know, it looks like this. You have to go, and this is cornball, like that. You get your, what is it, 71 thousandths, and then you file the other side, and then you measure like this to get your 250. And then once you have a flat on each side, then this will go right in. Okay, so I did that, put it in, I put the 3M tape around, you know, see if it would work, and it worked. You know, the nice wire walkers and so forth. And then I put the 3M tape right here to keep it in there, and everything, you know, worked okay, because you get a little step right there. So then what I did was I just go, you know, I just changed it all. I got access to a lathe, because I didn't like the way, you know, the tape, when you're fighting, you'd have to change the tape all the time. So then I just took this one here, the C-tip, and I put it in a chuck on a lathe, and I just turned this down to 250, and then I made a bushing like this for a press fit to go in there, and this is what it looked like. This is a press fit, there's your C-tip, and then I would turn that dimension down to 250, and then I'd put a 45 on it, and you'd have a nice, it would look professional. And that way I didn't have to make a whole new tip and use the compound here and try to do all that. I just take a C-tip, put it in a bushing, you know, press fit, and turn it down, and then I'd have to turn the 393 dimension down. It's a pain, but then you come up with a tip that works. And this is what it looks like. You know, 632 in there, drilled and tapped in the back. I have the right diameter here, which is the diameter, which is 393. This is turned down to 250, and it you know, it's, then I have this washer here with a 632, which locks it in, and it's clean looking, but it's very time consuming. You know, if Duncan would just make a steel tip for it, for the ripcord and for their Duncan bearing king, then everything would be fine. So, you know, this you have to have a lathe, or you just use the file and make it, you know, the way I did, just see if you like it. But this works nice. I made about maybe 6 of them. Yeah. I don't have a shop right now, so it's you know, it's what it is. So this press fits in there like so, and then I take my washer and cap screw, meanwhile, okay, nice and tight, and that's locked in, nice, and that's your, then I like 3M tape to keep them together, and then to take off the 3M tape when it gets old, I use WD-40, and that takes all that stuff off. Okay, so that's what I do with the ripcord. You know, it takes a lot of time to do that. It's just time consuming. It's not hard to do, but it's time consuming, and you have to have a lathe. Or you just try the file, and you know, I filed that one, I took a file to this, and I seen I liked it, and then I went ahead and did it this way. It'd be nice to get Duncan to make tips, decent tips for this top. So with this fantastic, what I do is I like a little bit more weight on the top, and I, you know, this fantastic trompo, I put the C-tip in that. I put the C-tip design on all my tops because I like the dimension right here. It comes out to about 140, and that slows the top down where I can control it. If it says stock, it's too fast for me. So this one here is a standard fantastic C-tip with a 632 drilled and tapped. Okay, that goes here, so we'll put this one in here, like so, and then we'll take this with a long, with this little aluminum bushing, whatever you want to call it, plug. Okay, now see, that's drawing the tip in, and it's got the aluminum bushing, the weight right in here, nice steel tip, and I just like the way it feels better. And I do that with all my tops. You know, I pull the tip in. Even with the bearings, I'll have a bearing here and a bearing here, and I make a aluminum rod here that pulls the whole works in. That way you don't have to worry about a tip coming out on you. Okay, so that's what I do with this one and this one. And again, here's a little bushing I make for a press fit, and here's stock fantastic C-tip. And I think the way I do it, I hold the tolerance. It's got to be a press fit within 1/1000. So what I do is I drill this, and I just turn this down for a press fit on that, instead of doing any boring. I just drill that undersized, turn this down until it fits in, then I turn this down to 250 and drill and tap it, and you're there. So, it's just, what can I say? It works better, and it's a pain. So, write to Ripcord. Tell them, hey man, make a decent tip. That's all. Thank you very much. Have a good day. Bye. Click it.